Okay, today we're going to learn how to use integration to find the volume generated. Okay, we call it revolving volume. Okay, so you can see here, this is a diagram from textbook, right? So how to find the formula, right? Okay, how to get the formula for volume or revolution? That is from integration. Okay, so you can see the diagram here. Okay, assume this is okay, this is the volume that we want to find. Okay, and then it's given to us is the equation of the curve is y equal to fs. Okay, so therefore if we draw, okay, if we draw it like this, right, you can see here the volume, right? If you revolve, that means this curve is revolved 360 at about the x-axis. You'll find it will become actually is a combination of a cylinder, right? A very small cylinder. Okay, so if you investigate properly, so we expand the diagram, right? So you can see that the cylinder, right? This cylinder is actually delta V, right? This one is del V1, right? Del V1 means a very small change, of volume, right? That is, you can see here, right? It depends on the radius, okay? Radius of Y here. So you know that if cylinder, the formula is pi r square h, okay? So the h will be, here the h will be, okay, the width of the disc, okay? So delta x, okay? And then the area will be pi yi square, right? Y means the radius of this cylinder, or this we call it this, but it's actually is the formula is came from the volume of the cylinder. Okay, so pi r square h. So this means it's very tiny, very not thick, it's very slim, right? So very slim, that means our delta x is very small. All right, so when you add all these together, you'll find the volume, right? The estimated volume of the curve when it revolves 360 degrees. Okay, so how to get the formula? So the formula is v equals to the limit of delta x approach to 0 and the sum of all the volume of the disk, you add it together, but the delta x must be very small, right? So it's meaning that it must be as thin as a paper, what we used in the paper. Then you just imagine all the paper, you stick it together, then it will become if the shape of the volume that you want. Okay, so that's why is delta x approach to 0. Delta x approach to 0 means the delta x the width of the disc is very small. This means a tiny this. Okay, you add it together, you cannot see with your eyes. Okay, you add it together, then it will become the volume of this shape, right? Okay, the total volume of this shape. So meaning that we want to find the volume of the revolution of a curve revolve at a x-axis, then our formula is v equals to pi y square dx from a to b. So a to b means from the lower limit to upper limit. Okay, so this is if we want to find the volume revolve around or about the x-axis. If you want to find the volume revolve about the y-axis, you can see here this diagram. Then we use pi fy squared dy. That is, okay, so that means we use this formula. Okay, a to b, from the lower limit a to b, pi. Okay, but now it's x squared dy. If we revolve at the y-axis, this one is we revolve at the y-axis. Okay, if we revolve at the x-axis like this, okay, so the formula will be v equals to pi a to b, from a to b, and then y squared dx. Okay, so you can see here the summary, the volume of the revolution v generated when the area under a curve y of x is bounded by the x-axis from a to b is rotated about the x-axis. So this is the formula, right? So the difference between the volume rotated around about the x-axis is y squared dx. If rotated at y-axis, then it's x squared dy. Right? So let's see example. Okay, find the volume of in terms of pi generated by the rotating shaded region or the region bounded by the curve and the x-axis up through 360 degree about x-axis. So now we want to find the volume, right? Rotated at about the x-axis. That means this curve at turn at the x-axis like this. So eventually we will get a volume like this. All right. All right. So just let you see what you can get from the curve if you revolve at about the x-axis. So this is basically you have to imagine this is just like a sphere, right? But not so. It's a sphere, huh? It's almost like a sphere. Okay. So how to find the volume? Okay. So we use the formula. Huh? So the formula is v equals to pi from a to b, and then a y squared dx. Okay, so here our equation is y equal to x times 2 minus x. So therefore, the intersection between the curve and the x-axis is 0 and 2. So how to find? So we let y to 0 because at x-axis y equals to 0. Therefore, x times 2 minus x equal to 0. So therefore, you get x equal to 0 or 2. So here is 0. And then this intersection at x-axis will be 2 here. So that means the curve will revolve from 0 to 2. And y squared, that is, there will be 2x minus x squared dx, right? So remember to square, right? Y squared dx. So you have to remember if the volume is the volume of cylinder, that is pi r squared h. Okay, so if you can remember pi r squared h, then you will remember that when you want to find the volume, the y must be y squared dx. If you revolve at the x-axis, if you revolve at y-axis, then it's x squared dy, right? So let's do this. So this is integration part, right? So before we can integrate, therefore we have to expand this equation, right? This expression, so 2x squared, you get 4x squared, right? And then 2x times x squared, and then times 2 again. So therefore you get 4, and then 4x cubed. Then x squared square, negative x squared square, you get plus x to the power 4. So dx, okay? Now we can integrate. Right, so you can see here all got 4, no, only 1, 2, 4, so you cannot do that. you cannot factorize, so we have to integrate one by one. So you get 4x squared, you get 4x cubed over 3, and then minus 4x 4 to the power 4 over 4, and then x to the power 5 over 5, integrate from 0 to 2. Okay, so hence, okay, we substitute the value in, so you get 4 times 2 to the power 3 over 3 minus 2, okay, 2 to the power 4, and then plus 2 to the power 5 over 5, and then minus 0. So why 0? Because when you substitute 0 as x value, you get 0, right? Eventually you get 0. So you get the answer from here. Okay. So use your calculator. Right, so 4 times 2 power 3 over 3 minus 2 to the power 4 plus 32 over 5. So you will get the answer is 16 over 15 pi. Okay, so you can check the answer whether it's correct or not by using calculator also. So we integrate using calculator integration. So you shift, there's a button integration, right? You have to you just press it and then you insert whatever you want to integrate, right? So 2x minus x square, and then from 0 to 2. So you get 16 over 15. So correct, huh? This is the answer, correct. So now we go to the next one, B. Okay, B. So you can see here from the diagram, there is no intersection point given, right? So we want to find the volume that rotate at the x-axis. So we need to find what is the intersection point of the curve at x-axis. Therefore, we let y equal to 0 first. So negative x cubed plus 8 equal to 0. Therefore, x cubed equals to 8. So x equals to cube root of 8. That is 2, right? So this is 2, okay? So we can find the volume. So what is the shape of the volume? Okay, so I'll let you do it by yourself, right? So, but we know the formula. So the formula for volume is V equal to pi. So we integrate from 0 to 2, and then y squared dx. Therefore, we'll have integration 0 to 2. Y squared means negative x cubed plus 8 to the power 2 dx. So we expand first before we can integrate. So therefore we get x power 3, so it becomes x power 6, then minus 16x to the power 3 plus 64. Right, and then now you can differentiate, integrate. Right, so we integrate, so you get x power 7 over 7 minus 16 over 4, x to the power 4, then plus 64x 0 to 2. Okay, so you substitute the value in, so pi, then 2 to the power 7 over 7 minus 4 times 2 to the power 4 plus 64 times 2, and then overall, okay, close bracket, and then minus 0. Okay, so I don't put any value in because I know that when I substitute x value as 0, then we will get 0 overall. So no need to write again. Okay, so we can check the answer whether it's correct or not. So negative x cubed from 0 to 2. So we should get 576 over 7 pi. Okay, so let's check our answer. 2 to the power 7 over 7 minus 4 times 2 to the power 4, then plus 64 times 2. So it's 5767 pi. Okay, so correct. Okay, so this is how you get the answer. So C and D, okay, right? C and D, you can pause this video and then you try to do by your own, right? But C, you need to find the volume of the straight line and the curve separately, okay? So, and then D, we can find it straight away, right? So you can try these two questions first before you continue the video, right? So I'm sure that you're already done. Okay, so now I show you the answer. So V equals to pi, and then this is actually a this is a triangle, right? But when we rotate, it will become a cone, right? Okay, a cone. So we can use a formula to find, or you can use the formula of cone to find the volume of the green area, right? When you rotate 360 at about the x-axis, okay? So so now we use formula first, 0 to 1, and then you get x squared dx, and then plus pi from 1 to 3, then you have 1 over x to the power of 4 dxy, because when you add y square, so you get 1 over x to the power 4. Here, when you y square, so you get x square. So therefore, I straight away put x square dx. Here is 1 over x to the power 4 dx. Okay, so when you integrate, okay, pi, so you get x cubed over 3, then 0 to 1, and then plus pi, then 1 to 3. Okay, this one is x to the power negative 4 dx. So this part you get a pi over 3, okay, plus, and then this one you integrate, so you get negative x negative 3. So here is x power negative 3, right? X power negative 3 over negative 3 here. So this one is positive. This one is 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. So I rewrite everything. So this one is x power negative 3. Huh? So you substitute the value in. So I do it this part here. Okay, this is C. Huh? So the volume. So you make pi over 3 and then plus. Right, so it will be negative 1 over 3 cubed, then minus negative 1 over 1 cubed. Right, so you get pi over 3 plus, this one is pi here. Therefore, 1 minus 1 over 3, 1 over 3 cubed. So is 26 pi over 3 cubed, that is 27. So at the end, you will get 1 over 3 plus 1 minus 1 over 27. So you get 35 over 27 pi. Okay, you can check your answer whether it's correct or not. So let's check it now. Okay, 1 over x power 4 from 1 to 2, 1 to 3. Okay, let me check. Huh? Okay, so okay, sorry, we forgot these three here. And 3 times. Okay, so meaning the answer here is incorrect. Right, so therefore is 1/3 minus 1/81. So it's 26 81 pi. So and then you plus 1/3. So you get 53 over. Okay, you get 53 over 81 pi. So this is the answer for C. Okay, for D, D is quite straightforward, but we need to find y squared. So y squared is x squared minus 1 squared. So therefore it's x to the power 4 minus 2x squared plus 1, right? So we integrate the volume. Okay, from here 0, 1, 2. So we straight away you use 0, 2. Okay, so when you integrate, it will be like this and like this. So okay, so you get these two, this shape, right? Okay, so you can find it easily. So therefore x minus 4 minus 2x squared plus 1 dx. Okay, so we integrate pi. So you get x to the power 5 over 5 minus 2/3x cubed, then plus x, and you integrate 0 from 0 to 2. So you substitute the value in, to the power 5 over 5 minus 2/3 to the power 3 and then plus 2. Okay, so you get the answer. So to the power 5 over 2 minus, sorry, to 32/5. 16/3 plus 2. So you get 46/15 pi. Okay, you need cube lah. So for A, B, C, I didn't write the unit, but if you want to write the unit, so you must write it properly. Unit cube. If you write unit square, your marks will be deducted. Okay, so just to remind, not to write the unit to avoid mistake, right? Okay, so let me check again. Okay, minus 1 square from 0 to 2. So it's 46.1. If I count separately, right? 15. Yeah, over 15. Okay, correct. Huh? Okay, now example 15. Right, example 15 is to find the volume of the curve when we rotate at the y-axis. Y-axis, we rotate here. Okay, so right, so how to find? So you need to find what's the coordinate here. So there is 6, here coordinate 6. Okay, you can see here the diagram. It only shed one part, right? So when you shed one part, then we can use we'll set it when you rotate, find the volume of 360 degree about the y-axis. That means when you turn full cycle, okay, that means 360. Or here will means 4 times 90 degrees, okay, 4 times right angle, 4 right angles. Okay, so it also can be substitute the 360 degree. Okay, so because it's only shed one part, right? Therefore, 360 degree. If I shed, if the question didn't say anything, just said find the value, find the volume of the curve y equals to 6 minus x squared, revolve about the y-axis through 180 degrees about the y-axis, then is similar to 360 degree. You rotate 360 about y-axis, but only one shaded side. Okay, so it's the same, right? So meaning that if I draw like this, okay, if the question said I rotate here, so this is 180 degree turn, full turn. That means you include the two sides. So if only one side, okay, then we say it is 360 degree, right? So you must be careful, all right? So now how to find? So we use the formula v equal to pi, and then we integrate from 0 to 6, but now x squared dy. So from here, you can find that x squared is, what is x squared, right? So y equal to 6 minus x squared. So x squared is 6 minus y, right? So we substitute in, so pi 6, 0 to 6, and then 6 minus y dy, okay? So we integrate pi, we'll get 6y minus y squared over 2, this is square, 0 to 6. So you substitute the value in, so you get 6 times 6, and then minus 6 squared over 2. Okay, so it will give you half of the value lah. So 36 minus 18, so it's 18 pi unit cube. So this unit no need to write lah. Okay, how about B? B, I want to rotate. Okay, this one at y-axis. Okay, so you need to separate into 2. So here, right? So here is the volume of the straight line when you turn. Okay, and then this part will be turning the curve. So you will get some sort of the volume like this. Okay, all right. So you still remember this question? So I said this one, you can use the volume of the cone, right? So here the volume of the cone is 1/3. Okay, pi r squared h. So the r will be I mean the distance, right? So the here. Okay, so what if you want to use the the volume, the volume of the cone, that means you need to find the radius here, and then the height we know is 1, so therefore we need to find the coordinate. Okay, so the coordinate, when you substitute in, you get 1 also lah, because y is x equal to 1/x squared, so x squared equals to x cubed equals to 1, x equal to 1. So here also 1, right? So here the coordinate is 1, 1. Therefore, our volume is 1/3 pi times 1 square times 1. So you get 1/3 pi. That is equivalent to this. Okay. So now for this question, okay, so I'm going to use the volume of the cone also, but I need to find out what is the coordinate here. Okay, so what should I do? So 3x. So when at this point, let's say this is A, the y coordinate must be equal. Therefore, 3x is equal to 4 minus x squared. So therefore, x squared plus 3x minus 4 equals to 0 when you do factorization. Okay, so you get plus 4, x minus 1, right? So therefore, x equal to 1 or negative 4. So here must be 1. So when x is 1, y is 3, correct? So when x is 1, y is 3. Therefore, the coordinate A is 1, 3. So our volume of this area is 1 over 3 times the radius. Radius will be 1. Okay, radius will be 1 and the height will be 3. Right? And then plus from here is 3 to 4. And then if y equal to 4 minus x squared, therefore x squared equals to 4 minus y. So here is 4 minus y dy. So if you simplify here, this one, you get, so this one is pi, sorry. So here also pi, forgot already. So here is pi, then you plus, okay, you integrate. So you get 4y minus y squared over 2. So integrate from 3 to 4, okay? So pi plus pi, okay, 4 times 4 plus 4, sorry, minus 4 squared over 2 minus 4 times 3 minus 3 squared over 2. Okay, so you can find out yourself what's the value. Okay, find out yourself what's the value. Okay. Okay. So you will get 3 over 2 pi, right? Okay. Can you the value? All right. So let's go to the second one. Okay, C. Yeah, you can see there. Right, C. Okay, see. We now is you can see here is right. We want to rotate. We want to find the volume. So the volume is of this sphere, right? Half sphere, right? But we write 180 degrees rotation about the y-axis because the area shown is including both sides, right? So only one side then is 360 degrees. So we use the same formula, right? So therefore is P equals to pi and then 0 to 4 and then x squared dy, right? So pi. So what is x squared? So x squared is actually 4 minus y squared. So 0 to 4, and then 4 minus y square dy. So we'll integrate. So you get 4y minus y cubed over 3 from 0 to 4, right? So you substitute in pi. So you will get 4 times 4 minus 4 cubed over 3. So you get your answer, right? So I don't give you the answer, you do it by yourself. So how about this question? All right, so this question, okay, where is the volume that we want to find? So if I extend this, then I reflect this, okay? So the volume actually, if you turn like this, is only here, right? So only this part you turn, the gray part you turn. So how to find? So what is the formula of I mean the equation of this straight line, right? So it's not given to you, so you need to find, okay? Or you want to find also can, right? So you want to just find the volume of the curve. Sorry, the volume of the curve, correct? With the volume of the curve, when you rotate at the y-axis, you minus the volume of the cone here, okay? Also can, right? So there are two ways. One is, there are two ways. Okay, two ways. Right? Right? The curve, and the volume of the curve minus the volume of the cone. Okay? Or you can find using the curve minus volume of the straight line, right? Straight line, okay? Okay, so this one using formula 1 over 3 pi r square h. So this one using integration, right? So from 2 to 6, okay? But this one is easier, huh? So let's do it, do both later on, okay? So the first one, what is x squared first? So x squared equals to y minus 2, okay? So how to find the volume? Therefore, is v equals to pi. So just like we want to find the area of between two curves, we use above minus below. So this is above, this is below, okay? But you have to be careful, huh? So this case is from 2 to 6, the same. But if you 2 to 1 is 2 to 6, the other one is 2 to 4, then you have to separate the two integration. You cannot combine, right? So better for you to separate the two integration to avoid a mistake. Okay, so this one will be from 2 to 6. Okay, 2 to 6. Okay, let me rub off this. Okay, so 2 to 6. Right? So that is y minus 2 dy. Then you minus this, the white area will be the cone, right? So there is 1 over 3 times pi, right? Pi, and then time the height. The height will be 2, 6, and 2. So that is 4. And then multiply. Okay, the radius is 2. So 2 squared. Okay. So now we can integrate. There is pi. Then is y squared minus 2y from 6 to 2 to 6, and then 1 minus pi 16 pi over 3. Okay, so if you substitute the value in, okay, 6 squared minus 2 times 6, okay, minus 2 squared minus 2 times 2. Okay, and then you minus 16 pi over 3. You should get the answer by yourself. So 6 squared minus 36 minus 12 is 24. So 24 pi minus 16 pi over 3. So this one is 4 minus 4. You get 0, right? All right. So This one is right 2 times 2. Okay, 2 square times minus 2 square, you get 0. So you will get your answer. Right? So you get your answer. Try yourself. Okay, you should get 56 over 3 pi unit cube, right? Okay. So you can use your calculator to check the answer. Don't worry. So I will check also from 2 to 6. Oops, 6 is 8. Okay, what's wrong here? 6 squared. Okay, so I made a mistake here. Over 2. Over 2. So here is 8. So 8 minus 16 over 3. You should get 8 over 3, right? Okay, so this is the correct. I mean, this is always mistake done by student. So y2 over 2. So remember, y2 over 2. Okay. So y2 over 2 minus 2y, that's 4. Therefore, is 6 squared over 2 is 18. 18 minus 12. Sorry, 36, 18, right? Right, so here is 2, okay? 18 minus 12 is 6, and then this one you plus 2 here, right? So plus 2 here, so it's at pi, okay? So you get 8 minus 16 over 3, 8 over 3 pi, right? Okay, so you can check. Right, so you can check. So you can use formula also. The equation of straight line. So is y equals to mx plus c, right? So mx plus c, this is 2. So you substitute the value in. Here is 6 and then 2m plus 2. So 2m equals to 4. M equals to 2. So y equals to 2x plus 2. Right? So therefore is what is x? X is y minus 2 over 2. Then you square, right? So you square both parts. Then you integrate. So you integrate from 2 to 6 pi. Okay. So you get y squared over 2y plus, 4 minus 4y plus 4 over 4, right? Okay, dy. So we can find the value. Okay, so this one is minus 4. Okay. All right, so you take out 4, then you get y cubed over 3 minus 2y squared minus 4y. So you can see that is quite troublesome if you use formula, right? So if you use volume of the cone, is much easier. Okay, so let's check the answer. Okay, so correct, huh? We get 16 over 3 pi. Okay, same as this value here, right? So, but the process is quite long, huh? So nevertheless, you will get the answer, huh? So let's see, it's example 16. All right, so example 16 is SPM question. Okay, diagram shows a curve y equals to 4 x squared. Okay, so this is y equals to 4 over x squared. And then intersect, the line intersect the straight line y equal to mx plus c. So straight line y equal to mx plus c is the tangent to the curve at 2, 1. So find the value of m and c. Okay, find the value of m and c. So you need to find the first thing is differentiate, meaning to find the gradient. All right, so the gradient here. All right, so gradient here, then you can find the equation of tangent. So let's do dy dx. So dy dx equals to, this one will be 4x negative 2, correct? So differentiate, right? So that's mean negative 2 times 4. Okay, x negative 3 over, that's all, huh? Okay. So therefore you get negative x over x cubed. So at 2, 1, okay, so dy dx is negative x over 2 the cube. So therefore you get negative 1. Hence our equation of tangent is y equals to 1 equals to negative 1 times x minus 2. Therefore y equals to negative x plus 2. So our m is negative 1, c is 2. Okay, so we already solved A. Then come to B. What is, calculate the area of the shaded region. So the area of the shaded region, so here is 2. Then what is this area? So this area is, what is this coordinate? So you can find it from the equation of the tangent. So y equals to negative x plus 2. So when y equal to 0, okay, sorry, here y minus 1 plus 1. So here c is 3, sorry, c is 3. So here is 3. So when y equal to 0, x equal to 3. Right, sorry about that. So here is y minus 1. I repeat here, y minus 1 equals to negative x 1 times x minus 2. So therefore you get negative x plus 2, and then you plus 1. Therefore you get the equation of straight line should be y equals to negative x plus 3. So our m is negative 1, c is 3. Sorry for that. Right, so this is B. Okay, B, we want to find the intersection point of the tangent at x-axis, right? So here is 3. So why we have to find it? Because later on, we want to find the area of the curve and then minus the area of this triangle, right? So this triangle, the area of this triangle is 1 over 2 times 1 times, the height is 1, right? So times 1. So it's half. All right. So therefore, I want to find the area of the shaded region, B. Okay, so here 1 mark, huh? So you find this, you get 1 mark, right? There are 4 marks here. You already get 1 mark. So I integrate from 2 to 4 for the area of the curve. Okay, so the area of the curve is 4 over x squared. Okay, so 4 over x squared will be 4 to the power negative 2 dx, and then you minus 1 over 2 times 1 times 1 for the area of the triangle. Okay, therefore if you integrate, you get 4 negative 1 over negative 1 from 2 to 4 minus half. Okay, so you get negative 4 over x. Okay, we haven't substitute yet. We still simplify. Right, so equal. So you substitute in, so negative 4 over 4 minus 4 over 2, then minus half. Okay, so you get 2 minus 1, so it's 1 minus half. Okay, so the answer is half unit square for the shaded region. Okay, so it is C. It is given that the volume of the revolution when the region bounded by the curve and the x-axis and the straight line x2 to yk is rotated about the x-axis is 38 over 81 pi. So find the value of k. So meaning that right, so I draw another one. Okay, it means that this curve, when you rotate from 2 to k, okay, you rotate like this. Okay, right, the volume here is P is 38 over 81 pi. So we want to find what's k. So very straightforward. Okay, so we just need to apply the formula. Okay, so our formula will be V equals to pi from 2 to k, and then y square dx. Right, so this one equals to 38 over 81 pi. All right, so therefore, what is y square? Y square will be pi k 2 to k. Y square will be 16 over x cubed x power 4. Right, dx equals to 38 over 81 pi. Okay, so I think you can solve already by yourself. So this one, okay, so meaning that 16 x power negative 4, right? So you plus 1, this one negative 4 plus 1. So therefore we will get pi negative 16 over 3 x power negative 3 from k 2 to k, and then 38 over 81 pi. So substitute the value in. Right, so pi and pi cancel out. So you substitute the value in. So you will get, all right, then 38 over 81. Okay, so here, if I rewrite everything, become like this. So it will be 1 over k cubed minus 1 over 8. Then equals to 38 over 81. So you simplify this part. So 1k cubed equals to 38 over 81 times 3 over 16. Then you plus 1 over 8. Okay, so use your calculator. Oops. All right, so here I forgot to negative here. So if you use your calculator, you'll get k 1 over k cubed equals to 1 over 27. Therefore, k is 3. Okay, so k is 3. That is how you solve the problem. Okay. All right, next question number 2. Okay, question number 2. So also SPM question. Okay, find the coordinate of A. What is A? Okay. So you substitute the value in 2 here, right? So we have 1x equal to y squared plus 6. So we substitute 4y equals to y squared plus 6 minus 2. Okay, so you get y squared minus 4y plus 4 equals to 0. Okay. Right, so therefore y minus 2 square equals to 0. So y is 2. So y is 2 lah. So y is 2. What is our x? So our x will be, okay, x will be 2 square plus 6. Therefore is 10. So our coordinate A is 10, 2. Okay, so find the area of the shaded region. So shaded region, so is the area of the triangle, right? Area of triangle minus the area of the curve. So the area of the triangle will be 1 over 2 times. So here, what is this? Okay, so here we want to find it from here, right? So when y is 0, here is 2 lah. Okay, so here is 10. Right? Okay, here is 10. So therefore, the area of triangle is 10 minus 2. Okay, so here to here is 8, right? The height is 2, so times 2. Then you minus the area of the curve from this point to this point. Okay, so this point to this point, you can see here when y equal to 0, this is 6. Okay, so this is 6. Why I get 6? Because x equals to 0 plus 6, right? From this equation, right? From this equation of the curve, right? When y equal to 0, right? So remember when at x-axis y equals to 0, therefore you get 6 here. So we in the area of the white area here, right? So it's from 6 to 10, right? 6 to 10, then y dx. Okay, so here you can see 10 minus 2 is 8 times 2 divided by 2, so you get 8. So here minus, then you have to y. What is y? All right. So what is y here? So y, okay, from here you get y equals to x minus 6 square root, right? Square root. Right, so this is square root. Right, so substitute here 10, 6, right, 6, 10, then x minus 6, 1 over 2 dx. Okay, so we do step by step. Right, so here will be x minus 6, 3 over over 2 over 3 over 2, right? And then from 10 to 6. So add minus 2 over 3. Then here is x minus 6, 3 over 2 from 10 to 6. So we substitute the value in now, add minus 2 over 3. Then here is 10 minus 6 power 3 over 2 minus 6 minus 6, 0, 3 over 2. Okay, so therefore add minus 2 over 3. So 10 minus 6 is 4. So 4 to the power 3 over 2 means square root of 4 power 3. That means 2 times. Therefore you get 2 to the power 3 lah. Okay, so okay, rewrite this properly. Okay, therefore you will get 8 minus 16 over 3. All right, so 8 minus 16 over 3. So you get 8 over 3 unit square. 8 over 3 unit square. Right, so you can check the answer also. Right, don't worry, you can check it. Okay, later on. If you got mistake, please tell me. So then we go to C. So you can see here the B, the process is longer because the 5 marks here, right? So C, you can see here. So this one you integrate already 1 mark, right? And then the volume, the area of the triangle here also got marks here, right? You use 2 times 6. Sorry, 2 times 8, right? 10 minus 2 times 2 divided by 2, right? So you know that this area of triangle, therefore it's 5 marks question. So how about C? C is only 3 marks. So find the area of the curve, right? And bounded by the curve and the straight line x equal to 8 is revolved at through 180 degrees. Okay, so here is a full rotation. We don't see 180 degrees. That means it's half. No, that means the whole curve we turn straight away, and then the whole curve means the whole area. So we turn 180 degrees, we already cover 360 degrees for one side. Okay, so for one side. So therefore, we only use the formula, use the same formula, pi. Okay, from here is from 6 to 8, right? And then y square dx. So pi 8 to 6. So your y square is x equal to y square plus 6. Therefore, y square is x minus 6 dx, right? Because x is y square plus 6. Therefore, y square is x minus 6. Right? So we integrate as usual. All right, so you get x squared minus, x squared over 2 minus 6x, and then x from 6 to 8, right? So you substitute in. So you get x squared over 2 minus 6 times 8, okay, minus 6 squared over 2 minus 6 times 6, right? So you will be able to get the answer, okay, in pi. So you see here quite easy lah. So this one is very easy. That's why only 3 marks. All right, so you can check the answer for B and C. All right, so the video is until here only. Okay, so for volume, so do the exercise in 3.7 and also formative exercise, question 6 and question 8. Any question, please ask. Okay, so before I let you go, please make sure the answer is correct. So that means you check first. So what's the answer for C? Okay. Okay, so the answer is 2 pi, right? So 2 pi. Okay, so this one should be correct, huh? Okay, so correct, huh? So anything you don't understand, you can ask, especially why this one is 180-degree, right? So if the question give you, okay, one more, if the question I give you is like this, right? And then the question asks about the volume, okay? Rotate 180-degree about at x-axis, okay? Therefore, I assume this is y equal to fx, So the volume is actually pi over 2 because this is only cover one side, right? So at 180-degree means it only turn halfway, mean only turn to 180. The other side, no. So therefore is if you look at this, it will be some sort like this, okay? Like this, okay? The curve, I mean, can you imagine this? This is the volume, right? If you see like this, right? If you 360-degree, that means is it cover here, this part, another part, the whole volume like this, right? But here is only half only, lah. So therefore, if I ask you, if the question say I want 80-degree about x-axis, and then it shows that only one side like this, okay, then you have to use pi over 2, right? From let's say 0 to 2, 0 to 2, then fx square dx, right? So remember this. Okay, you will come over one question in a summative exercise. I think question, no, mistaken, question 13, all right? So be careful. So that's all.